Hello, it's Emily, and this video is going to be a little bit different. I wanted to talk about Fragrantica and Parfumo and my experiences with both because I had a really negative experience with Fragrantica. So, if you are familiar with Fragrantica, you can submit fragrances. They put the fragrances in the database. They have forums that you can talk to other people, and basically just a fragrance, all things fragrance website. And I started noticing that a lot of fragrances had the wrong notes, and not just like the wrong notes, but there'd be fragrances that list like 2 notes, and the fragrance has 10 notes, and it wouldn't be in the pictures that Fragrantica has. It wouldn't show the notes there. It wouldn't show the notes in the little paragraph there below. Nothing. And I know that sounds like not a big deal, but for me, I do a lot of blind buying. And if I see a fragrance and it just says, let's say it says strawberry, hibiscus, and vanilla, then I'm like, okay, like I can work with that. So then I blind buy it, and then I get it, and I see that it lists patchouli, and I don't like patchouli, and if I had known that it had patchouli, then I wouldn't have blind bought it. So, like I said, this is not a big deal, obviously. First world problems over here. But the thing was, I kept seeing that fragrances on there just had the completely wrong notes, or it was missing notes. And I went on to Reddit, made a comment, and I said, hey guys, do you ever notice like Fragrantica puts the wrong notes or doesn't list the notes? And they were like, yeah, I have seen that. Like, a lot of them have the complete wrong notes, or they don't have the notes. And so the admin of Fragrantica reached out to me super rudely. Like, he said, you're a troll, you're trying to ruin our site, you're trying to bring down our business, accusing me of all these things. And it was like, this was just a post on a Reddit, and I had talked about being a fan of Fragrantica. Like, I used to use it all the time. And, I responded, and I was like, I'm a big fan of the website, I'm not trying to take you down, whatever. And then there was another time where I kind of talked about what happened on Reddit, and I noticed that the admin, so one of the admins, I think it's the CEO of the website, he sells his own fragrances. And so then I went to those fragrances that he sells, and I saw that he had only good reviews, only glowing reviews. Now, this is the CEO of Fragrantica. Every single fragrance, whether you think it is the best fragrance in the world or you hate it, every single fragrance is going to have good reviews and bad reviews, because that's how it is. Everyone has their own opinion. Everyone smells things differently. And that's what's cool about fragrances, is we're all different. We all interpret things different. Anyways, the reason why this was a big deal is because they were deleting negative comments about their fragrances. The CEO didn't like that people were saying negative comments about the fragrances. I guess maybe they were butthurt because they created it. And so I realized, wow, they can't even take criticism. And okay, so here is the last straw. There is a lot of homophobia on their website. And when you see a new fragrance come out, like let's say it's like a rainbow bottle, or it's Pride, or whatever, there is a lot of homophobia in the comments, which should not be tolerated. It also has nothing to do with fragrances. Like, just because someone puts out a rainbow bottle, they're gonna say like horrific homophobic things. If you don't like the perfume bottle, don't comment. And so people would comment horrible things. And when I would say, like, in the forum, I see a lot of homophobia on here, they would delete my comments, and they would keep the comments that were being homophobic. And this is another thing. You call out them, you say, like, not even call out, you just say, like, there's a lot of homophobia on here. And these people are the CEOs, the admins are very conservative. I believe they're from Russia. But just because they're from Russia does not give them the excuse to be homophobic, especially on a fragrance website. This has nothing to do with fragrance. I went to Reddit again, looked at the forums, and I didn't make this forum about the homophobia. I saw other people making a forum about the homophobia. I saw thousands, maybe hundreds, I'm not sure if thousands, at least hundreds of people commenting saying like, yeah, I do see this homophobia and they do agree with it and don't do anything about it. They delete the people that are they delete the people that are saying like, please delete the homophobic comments down, and then they keep the homophobic comments. Then there's also other articles where they were talking about being anti-vaccine and anti-maskers. They're just very conservative and very political, and it's like, this is a fragrance site. Now, I am pro-vaccine, I'm pro-wearing a mask, but even if they're not, like, you know what, fine, they have the right to their opinions. But once again, why are you posting this on a fragrance website? Why are you posting your political views, your homophobic views? And so it was just a mixture of the homophobia, the CEO being super rude to me, accusing me of trying to ruin the site, and then just the notes being incorrect, and they're constantly incorrect. And there was another time, so I would submit fragrances, and they were mainstream, like it'd be Victoria's Secret, Bath and Body Works, designer perfumes, and they would never upload them. And it would be, you know, months and months and months and months. And so then I would repost them and because they didn't upload it. And then they would harass. It just got to the point where it was like, I'm not going to deal with how they're treating me. I'm not going to deal with them promoting homophobia. And so I had my account deleted. And first of all, it's not even easy to get your account deleted. You have to email or DM the admin to get it deleted. There's no like button to deactivate your account, nothing. So anyways, I deleted my account and I switched to Parfumo, and I love Parfumo. I love everything about it. You can follow people to see their reviews or their blog posts. The community is very nice. They don't tolerate homophobia. They don't talk about politics. It's just people enjoying fragrances, which is what a fragrance forum should be. And it's much easier to message people. It's much cleaner and organized of a website. You can make your background and your header, and it's just very much like personalized. It kind of reminds me of old school MySpace, where you can kind of like make your profile the way you want. And I just find it to be such like an accepting place where people aren't judging you. I mean, I remember on Fragrantica, people would comment on fragrances and be like, oh, this is for someone basic, or just judge people's fragrance taste. And I always thought that was just gross and should be deleted. I would never judge someone for the fragrances they like. And I'm a proud basic bee. Like, I like a lot of basic scents. And so it was just like everything was messed up with Fragrantica. And Parfumo is such a better community. And another thing I love about Parfumo is when you submit a fragrance, they make sure, like, they verify it to put all the correct notes.